YouTube family. Today is June, what is it, 10th, 9th, 10th, I don't know. Ooh la la. I am going for a walk. Boy, I'm taking a shortcut and going for a walk. How are you good people? I have a little late start. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. A little bit late start in these air mountains. And that's the lay of the land today. Okay. So I'm good and ready and prepped. Let me show you what I mean. So I have my bell. I have to have this bell because it's springtime and I don't want to run into the bears. No bears. I don't want to run into bears. Is this thing cloudy? Oh, it's the sun. The sun makes it look like a little bit thing. Yeah, I'm walking and I'm bringing you along as I walk the road, finding my Michi. And I want you to see, I like to share. And so I want to share my journey with you and share my passion and purpose, finding my Michi. So are you finding your Michi? Michi in Japanese means road or way. So I'm climbing down this thing. There's a platform here. I'm climbing it down. Ah, some big stones. Yeah, sometimes when you're finding your way, you have to navigate boulders. So I'm going to go this way and bring you along. For as long as I'm walking, I am talking. If you watch, fine. If nobody watches, it's okay. I'm doing what I gotta do. So before I get further into this video, I want to share something. So I'm gonna go over here, stop and share. So if you never see the rest of this because I'm walking and just ad-libbing, I want you to get this one thing. Now, in finding my Michi, I started to capitalize on this term as a philosophy, as a way of doing things at this stage of my life. And hello, yes, Jesus loves you too. Yes, is that in terms of how I live my life, I want it to be better. I know in life there is opportunity, there are moments, and there are awarenesses. And in terms of awareness, I'm aware that health is very important. And I'm aware of family health histories. My father developed adult diabetes, which they say is a normal thing. But research has said that it's not necessarily so. Genetics can give you one thing or predispose you for one thing, but you are the one who has to pull the gun, pull the trigger. So eating and lifestyle are things that are important. In Japan, every year, everyone gets their health checked. If you're old, the city sends you a letter, you have to go get your health checked. I had mine done last month. My results came back. And I'm always concerned about my A1C, my hemoglobin A1C. And that's one of the indicators of how you're doing with in terms of your blood and how your body uses glucose and insulin resistance or not. Now, insulin resistance is a range. It means that your body is producing more insulin to deal with the glucose that's in your body. Over time, it can be high, it can be low, it can be more, it can be less. It might take more insulin to utilize how much glucose is in your blood. That aside, I want to take steps that I don't become like my father. And probably, God forbid, I do, I'm going to fight it with all I've got, with all the knowledge I have. So today, I want to offer this thing that I'm doing. I'm more conscious of how I eat. So I want to share with you some hacks. The first hack is eating in the right order. Fiber first, proteins and fats next, and carbohydrates and sugars last. So that means I would do my salads. And listen, Americans have a different kind of salad. Them salad is whole food. American salad is like meat and shrimp and veggies, maybe raw veggies and so on. It can be a whole meal with all the dressings and so on. I'm not talking about that. At least that's not how I eat it. So I would use my veggies and so first. That's why they say eat the salads first. And then I would go with my proteins and carbs. My proteins and fats, and then my carbs and carbohydrates and sugars later. So the first hack, if you didn't hear anything else about me talking about finding my Michi, is about how we eat and the order in which we eat. I'm gonna try to walk for 10 days straight. I walk every day, but I don't always come on here. But I'm going to try to walk every day this week and give you one hack about how I'm finding my Michi health-wise. And then if you want to try it, you can try it. I'm a PhD. I am not a medical doctor, so don't take my word as medicine. I don't practice medicine. As I say, I'm a paper doctor. So I am trying like everybody else to get the best life possible. You don't want the best life possible? Yes. Whether you have diabetes, threats in your family, or you're worried about it, I think it's a good way to eat. What do you think? What are your challenges, and what kind of Michi are you trying to navigate in your life? I'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to go walk around these mountains. I think I'm going to take less than an hour, or as far as my battery could take me. I'm going to show you where I'm going to go. I'm going to go down this Michi, and I'm going to go around this big mountain and come out on the other side, somewhere over there. I will have to go through a tunnel as well. Isn't that something? Life can take you down paths that are tree-lined like this one, and paths that emerge into sunny spaces, and paths that go uphill and downhill and through tunnels. So let's go. Thank you for watching. I see 3 people on. Yeah, I can only see one person's comment telling me God loves me, Jesus loves me. Well, thank you for that. And so, walking is one of the things I do to find my Michi. I said last time in my live when I walked, my dog brought me this way because he loved to go outdoors. If I didn't have that puppy, oh my goodness, I probably wouldn't have discovered this. So, yeah, getting out early in the morning and getting this nice, cool mountain fresh air, the best. It's the best. And so you're watching the mountains in Japan. I am central Japan and in the foothills of these mountains. Beautiful, very, very beautiful. So let's go. If you can, I would encourage you to find some time today to walk. And we can always find time to walk. Once you're physically able, you can. Sometimes when I can't walk outdoors, I walk indoors. I would just keep moving around. I get up, I stand up, and I just move my feet. Sometimes I walk in the spot. Sometimes I'm cooking, I'm in front of the stove, I'm lifting my feet. Yeah, because we want our bodies to utilize the food we eat properly, assimilate it into the body properly. Do you know over 5 million people are pre-diabetic? Yeah, it's quite a thing. And quite a lot more millions are actually diabetic. I don't know what's in the water and the food and the air, but I don't know if a century ago, if the stats were the same, but the stats right now, they're not great. Some people say it's lifestyle, which I probably agree with. I think I agree strongly. Now, I teach college, I teach engineers, and if I don't watch myself, I'll be sitting at that desk all darn day. Mankind wasn't made for sitting at no desk, but that's what I end up doing at times. So, I gotta move. So here we go. All right. And if you're moving this week, tell a friend, bring a friend. I'm gonna come on around this time for the next 10 days. It's my way of accounting to myself about how I do things. Oh, this lady has some really nice flowers in front of her door. Look at that. Isn't that something? Oh, and she has roses too. I hope they don't mind. Look at that. Stop and smell the roses. And I like her plants. Oh, these are tiny red roses. Oh my goodness. It's spring. Oh, this one has lots of roses. I don't know who lives there, but I've never really seen anybody in all the time I've been here. Talking about time I've been here, I have lived in these mountains for 7 years. 7 years. Yeah, I'm gonna go around the mountain. Tomorrow, I will take the canyon road. This path I'm going on is a pretty familiar path. I walk it a lot. So if you've ever joined my live, you probably have seen me do this route time and again. Yeah. Oh, now we have the light. And I'm gonna go up yonder. Now I'm in the city near where they had the big January earthquake. Yeah, it is in this, what we would call like a state. Yeah. Let's imagine I'm in a state, and the state is where the big earthquake happened, but it didn't happen where I live. I mean, we got shook, but there was no devastation. A little firehouse. Yeah. Thanks for watching. What is what going on there? By me walking. Okay, I'm walking by walking for my health. Yes, it's a personal journey. It's a personal journey. Can't wait until you're sick for a walk and sick do something too late. As they say in Guyana, where I'm from, do something before something do you. Let me get my face on here. Do something before something do you. Yes. And so, are you there? Yes, why? Yeah, this is my journey to better health. We can all do it better health. So I thought, hey, when I'm going walking, I can, document it and bring people along if they're willing to learn. As I learn, I'll share. Because this is not a dress rehearsal, this is the real thing. We don't get do over. You see, nowadays, I got no problem with people. If you not got it, you can buy it. Some people ain't got before, then buy some, then put it on. Some people ain't got after, they buy some, they put it on. They even put on hips. You do all kind of thing to enhance. But nothing better than the real thing, because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah, but let's get good food here, bye. Yes, I just plant my food. Do you know Okinawa in Japan is in the blue zone? The blue zone is where people just live long. They say Japan is one of the places that has the most centenarians. They live long. And you know what they attributed that to? Eating Corilla. Yes, then people say eating Corilla is the best thing. They have Edo. Ground provisions, they have Edo, but I don't like Japanese Edo because Japanese Edo small and slimy. No matter how big them bush look, them things small. And so I plant some one time and I basically end up eating the Edo leaf because the Edo them is so small and slimy. I didn't bother, I gave my neighbor. But they get sweet potato. I'm trying to plant the purple one because I said that one really good for your blood sugar. It don't spike your glucose level and it's high in fiber. So I got to sort out the fiber thing as I go through. I'm going to share with you guys because I'm a bit confused because they say fiber, but sweet potato has fiber. They say it doesn't spike your blood sugar. This truck coming. But it's sweet, and for me, I put sweet and starches in the same category. So I guess if I eat it later in my meal, it doesn't do as much damage. If I eat the fibers, like the cabbages and so on first, and then I eat that after. Yeah, me don't know about eating no sea snake. I know about eating no sea snake. Oh, they eat a lot of eel. They barbecue the eel. It's really nice. It's very nice. And they dry the eel and they sell it as night snacks. You know what I mean? They're all up there in the capadula category. Yes, that eel. Yeah, we just say Congo eel, that thing. So let us do that. Seaweed is very important. They have seaweed with every meal and you know what I do too? Fermented foods. So everybody will have miso soup every day with seaweed. But I'm kind of worried with miso because miso is very salty and you don't want the high salt content. And because of that, Japanese, from what I understand, allegedly, I gotta say that, suffer from a lot of stomach cancer. But let's get back to the Okinawa people. They have a lifestyle. They say they eat Goya, and there's a name, I can't remember the name right now. But let's say when they're young, they Japanese tend to go with age groups. So you're from your elementary school or kindergarten, you keep moving up into different schools and different classes until you finish school. There is not a tradition of people going to school later. Like, if you're on pass this year, you're gonna go later to university now. You just go with your age group. And so what these people do in Okinawa, they pledge among themselves to be community for each other. So when they get old now, they go dancing together, they go singing together, they even travel overseas together, they learn languages together, they farm and share. So what contributes to longevity is camaraderie and community. So nobody now waiting for dead by themselves. Yeah, you know that aji business. In Guyana, they used to put a food additive they call aji, the MSG, monosodium glutamate. We call it aji, ajinomoto. You know, when I come here, understand what that thing means? It's actually Japanese, Ajinomoto, more taste. Aji taste, no, belonging to, more taste. That's what you mean. And that aji taste is called the umami. So we know in the West, as well as growing up, salt, sweet, what else? Savory, sour, bitter. But they get a sixth taste, umami. And umami is the taste you get, the aji taste, and the taste you get from mushrooms. So if you want the aji flavor, put mushroom in your food. You don't gotta put aji. You don't even gotta put sugar, because I discovered like Thai food and some of these other foods full of sugar. Even the Japanese and put sugar in everything. So if you want that taste, get the mushroom, chop it up fine, put it in the pan, no oil, and you let it like simmer. And soon you're gonna spring its own water, and then it's gonna start to brown, like caramelize. And it get that nice aroma and and then you put in your seasoning and so. But don't put the seasoning before you put it in the pan. Just so in the pan and let it heat up. It's gonna start brown. Yeah, I've never met any Ainu. Thanks for asking. I heard about the Ainu people, and what I've read about them is debatable, because some sources say that the information is not correct. I've seen Wikipedia and about the Ainu people being the black people of Japan, or the black people that are here and supposedly the original Japanese. The research is very dicey. I haven't seen anything definitive, and I've never met the Ainu. I've asked people about the Ainu, but I don't have, either I don't meet the right people, or I don't have the amount of technical Japanese to hold a sound engagement to get the answers that I want. So my Japanese gotta grow a little bit more. But from reading, it's dubious. Yes. Yeah, they're here, but like you said, maybe they're disappearing. What kind of mushrooms? Any kind of mushroom. Shiitake, anyone. Portobello. You don't gotta go for expensive one. The mushroom I use is more like a flower. I don't remember the name for it. If I see the name, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, okay. They were trying to secede. Yeah, I don't know much about that part of Japanese history. But then again, the history that Japanese cover in school is medieval history. They do medieval history. They don't cover the wars, their participation, or the extent to which they've been involved in wars. So it's hard Even young people don't even know some of that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'm saying this based on what a researcher at my school told me. He's a historian and he researches that and he teaches Japanese history and culture. And that's what he said. So as I buy him some sell him. Yeah. Of course, Japanese language is not an easy language, I could tell you that. You have 3 different ways to write. Is it 3 or 4? 4. 4, you have Romaji, which is the Romanized alphabet. You can use the Roman alphabet to write. Like if you write in English, you have that form. You have Hiragana. You have Katakana. Katakana is the form that is used to write foreign words. I'm glad you brought up language preservation. So if they have a foreign word, unlike the French, they don't try to make a French equivalent. Because the French don't import foreign words, they find a word in French for that thing. But the Japanese import words and they write them in katakana, which is more of a boxy kind of writing. And we have Romaji, Hiragana, Katakana, and we have Kanji. Kanji is a Chinese writing. And that one I'm learning by myself right now. Let me show you what I'm seeing below. So that's the scenery down below. So Kanji, even Japanese have to master their Kanji. I think you need like 2,000 to be, very literate. Well, me must only know about 900. So I'm elementary. But I learn it so that I can read signs. Because when you write in the Romaji and so on, not Romaji, you write in Hiragana, Katakana, the sentences are long. But if you write Kanji, it's short. I don't know, this is a shrine to what? But usually somebody put flowers here. I don't know if anybody died or what, but I would usually see the shrine with flowers. I don't know what this is about. I gotta ask somebody. Yeah, Japan's a pretty interesting place. So I learned the language, I study it every day. And to tie into the whole thing about finding my Michi is that as you age, you need to be aware of your cognitive ability and guard against cognitive decline or push it back. So they say do puzzles or learn a language. So I am learning Japanese kanji and I already remember it. I have this app. When I learn it, it asks me questions, I put it in, and then it would tell me if I pass or fail, and then it would give me another time when I gotta go back and review and so it's constant review. So this morning I did some, and then it tells me in 5 hours, it can quiz me again, but the same kanji, 5 or 6 of them. So it's nice. Me and aging, by look 16, you better add another 40 something years panda. Maybe long. Yeah. I don't meet Guyanese people. I know they're here. I have a friend who just came and she's in Okinawa at her daughter. She's Guyanese. I think her daughter works for the military, so she's there. And Okinawa is far from me. There's a Guyanese guy. He's in another state, so to speak. We talk now and then, but apart from that, I don't actually meet people physically, at least black people. And where I am, there's only one other black girl. And we just hired her. She's from America. I've been here 7 years, but I'd been here before. About 20 years ago, hydrangea. About 20 years ago, I came here to work at the university. And then I left and did some life things. And then I got an advanced degree and worked at a university in the States, an American university. And then this place called me back for a new project, a new type of school they were forming. And so I joined the faculty to help them build, their dream. So look at this. Rice done plant. I gotta show you a video of how I use the fancy planting machine to plant rice. I tell you, that was an experience. Nothing like it. Hey. So, yeah. What do you see growing wild? Mulberry grows wild. If I see a bush, I'll show you. I passed a bush on the other side of the mountain. None of these trees you see here, you can eat anything from, none of them. But people have their nice kitchen gardens and so on. I'm not walking in an area where there are kitchen gardens today, but usually I do that. But they plant their kitchen garden, they plant their fruit trees. You have kiwi, apples, figs, I've seen plums, apricots. You know them hog plum? They get hog plum, they call it ume, and they make ume shoe, ume wine, plum wine. Oh, I love this scenery right here. Why they ain't got no acai? No cashew. No cashew. Cashew, I think, are tropical. Maybe in Okinawa. Because Okinawa has banana and plantain. And so if I want plantain, I have to buy online from either Brazilians or Ecuadorians. And I gotta buy like 10 kilo or something like that. I remember buying the banana, the plantain in winter. And then is when you see gymnastics to buy to keep this plantain. Cause the plantain green, right? So here what I just do. When I want to turn in plantain, I just take the plantain and put it in a box. And then first I wrap the plantain in an electric blanket. No lying. In a small electric blanket, I wrap it inside and put it in a box. Plug in, the blanket plug in warm. And I put it in the box for 3-4 days. And I check it every now and then to see if the plantain start turn. When it starts to turn, I take it out. If I want it ripe, I let it go some more. And I get green, ripe, and turn in. So if I get 10 kilos of plantain, how I can keep them? Because I don't eat plantain that much. But I substitute plantain for rice. So instead of eating rice every day, I eat plantain, I eat chana as my base, black eyed peas as my base, and not rice every time. Because remember, I want the fiber. So now, I just take this plantain, get a big pot of hot water, boil in, and put the whole plantain inside the water. And boil it for 2 minutes so the skin quail. Because I'm trying to prevent the plantain from blackening. Because when it blackens, it's going to just stick to the plantain and ruin the whole thing. So I would boil all of them. Ripe, half ripe, green, everybody. I boil them for 2-3 minutes. Take them out. And I don't wait for them to cool. I put them in a Ziploc bag or plastic bag and dash them in the freezer. In the freezer, here's the science for that. And it's an old Japanese woman taught me this. When they have leftover rice, this lady would take this rice, put it in saran wrap. She scoop it out like a ladle full or a serving size, teacup size, and put it in this saran wrap it up tight, put it in a bowl. So let's say you get leftover rice, a sticky rice, 5, 6 servings. You put them that way, and then you put the whole container, you put them in a container, a big Ziploc, and stick them in the freezer hot. So guess what? When you thaw the rice, it's fresh and moist. So even if you don't put the rice in the microwave, if you carry the rice to school or to work just like that and thaw, cook up rice, never hard. You freeze them hot in the portions you want. So I could just knock out one portion and eat that. So that's what I did with the plantain. I would just freeze the plantain hot. So when I'm ready to make a plantain salad or make my plantain for something, I would just take out the plantain and soak it in water. And when you soak it in water, the skin starts to thaw out. Don't let the whole thing thaw out. You thaw out the skin. And then you take the knife and score it, and you peel off the skin easy. No gum, no stickiness, no craziness like that. You peel off the skin, and then the solid plantain that is hard just so. And guess what? I just dice it up fine in small cubes. And then if I'm making a stew, fish stew or beef stew, buy it going in there. It proper good. They get so many ways you can eat plantain I discover. Guess what? I make up my recipe. Me not care. Me never eat that home, but that's how me just do it. So that's how I preserve the plantain and get it good. Yeah. So no blackened plantain for me. It's so it does go. So you're welcome. Take it and run from it. You think it's 2 things I learned in this place? Lots of things. So I get the light ahead of me. Let me go, because I don't go through the tunnel now. Usually I go down in the village and talk to the old people, but I ain't able to go today. But I got 10 days of walking when I'm doing Finding My Michi. And I'm gonna give you guys 10 hacks. 10 hacks for controlling blood sugar or living a healthy lifestyle. Buy me and using no skin for make no porridge, because them thing they say, them planting a preserve with all kind of preservative and poison me. Even me planting from a yarrow, yes, but planting a banana, they're heavily sprayed. Some of them put I went to agriculture school, so I know about these things. I try to do 6,000 steps a day. I'm not crazy about the steps, but they get a student at my school by. That by does do 32,000, 12,000. So he always would ask me, Pauline Sensei, how many steps? So last night he had 12,000 and I had 6,700. Because it was Sunday, so I didn't move a lot. But today I'm gonna get a good bit. Yeah, ground provisions and stuff are good, but I think, again, it's how you eat them. So I'm gonna share some things I learned about how to eat them with smarts. Yeah. So you don't have to cut out sugar or cut out glucose. You cut back, but today's hack is the order in which you eat. Eat your fiber first, eat your proteins and fats next, eat your carbs last. If you got to get up in the morning and drink juice first, as good as juice is, not the right time. Not the right time. So especially if you live a sedentary lifestyle, where you're in office and you got desk and you don't walk. So I'm in the tunnel now. As you see, the tunnel is lit. I ain't past a human walking yet. This place has about 500 residents. Like I was saying in the live, after every winter, like I see in one less. Because this is an aging community. It can get pretty loud in this tunnel. Ah, yes, the nice taking the olive oil. Because you know what will happen then? Instead of your body trying to burn carbohydrates and sugars to give you energy, you're going to burn the fat from the oils. There are a couple of other things I learned as well. Oh, you like me? I don't really eat breakfast. I eat like around noon. So I do the intermittent fasting. And what I find about it is that I have clarity because I write in the morning. So I'm going to do a whole series of what this writing is all about. It's another way towards personal growth and finding a passion and purpose and things like that. And I'm going to show you the way I do it, and I link it to our traditions, our African cultural traditions. All of these things are linked up. If you think about it, Ken, when them old people eating provision, they might eat provision with coconut milk. There's a reason. There's a reason to get that fat in there. Yes. At least I think about it that way. Yeah. You hate breakfast. And all the experts tell you, you must eat breakfast in the morning. I don't know. Maybe when you're young, so you're not faint to be in school. But to each his own. And I go to work, you get brain fog, especially when I'm studying. When I'm studying, I need to have an empty stomach. Yeah, because my brain works better. And even walking in nature does a whole lot of good for me in terms of my thinking. Yeah. But I don't drink cold water. I drink lukewarm water. My father raised us on drinking lukewarm water. Me gonna give you a joke about me and the lukewarm water. So I went to GSA. This tunnel is echoing. I went to GSA and tried out doing the lukewarm water. So we used to go from the GSA, Guyana School of Agriculture compound to the next compound. We had to walk through to get to the animal farm. So we used to pass a standpipe. And this standpipe used to have this nice water, nice cool water in the morning. So my father raised us on lukewarm water, but of course, I want to drink the water. So I scoop my hand, standpipe way, and I drink the water. Then my belly full. My friend Claudine now, so Beardy, what are you doing? I say, I gotta drink water first thing in the morning. She drink the water. But when she drink the water, bad feeling sketchy. Because not everybody can drink water first thing in the morning. You gotta be used to it. So she said, should I do this again? But what I find is that when I drink the water first thing in the morning, you get a good bowel movement. That's all? You get to eliminate. All that is a part of the thing. Your food's supposed to pass through your body. You're supposed to stay there. And what helps it? That fiber helps to move it, and drinking water. So I don't drink cold water, I drink warm water. But this morning I had fiber. I had Metamucil because I don't want to eat till about noon. So I drank Metamucil. It has the fiber. And guess what I drink it in? Sorrel. Because I can't stand the ticky thing, oh Lord. So I boiled the sorrel, or I drew the sorrel. Yeah. Water, pepper, and the fruit. Yeah, I drew the sorrel yesterday, and I put a big cup with it, and I put some warm water, and then I get a teaspoon of the Metamucil, the fiber. Where we get sorrel from? But you want no state secret? Let me tell you, my friend from Egypt does bring it. My friend from Trinidad does bring it to where I live in Guam, and I just bring it here. So I start pinching it, pinch. And every now and again, my family send me a little packet. You get it sorrel, you get it lala curry, you get it achar, you get a little meche, even plantain chip. Yes. But I'm telling you, don't say nothing now because it's too expensive to send. But so I put the Metamucil in the sorrel and drink it because I ain't drinking juice, you know? And the sorrel ain't got no salt, it ain't got no sugar. It's just so. And I stir it in quick and drink it off quick. So that's one of the things I would do, because if I'm skeptical of the amount of fiber I'm getting, the first thing I would drink is the Metamucil to get the fiber. Yeah. So I make the circle, you know. I come out from the tunnel over there, a tunnel back there, and I am going. So this is where the people do their gardens and stuff and rice. Now is 7:48. 7:48. So I've been walking for more than 45 minutes to go around this mountain, and it's not fast walking. So that's my big walk for today. So I don't want to fight it. I don't do anything my body doesn't want to do. I don't stress this body. I do what comes natural to me. When I get up in the morning, I say, you know what? I want to go and walk. So I do that. So along the street here, they have lavender. There's a little lavender factory, an aromatic factory somewhere over yonder. So the people will come and plant. So they haven't like replanted yet, maybe a little bit later, because it kind of neglected. This is not how it usually is. Yeah, by men tell you I got my bell. I got my bell right here. And I'm going to pass some school children just now. Okay, do your jiu-jitsu. Me, I do jiu-jitsu. If that's what your body needs, that's what you got to do. I do weights, but moderate weight, because you got to get some resistance. So the children are going to go to school just now, and they all with their bells. The bell is for bears, yes. So the kids have their backpacks, and on all backpacks is a bell. And so when you see the school children, you hear them before you see them. They will go jiggling, 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 jiggling. I saw a couple of them across the street. If I can get some footage of them, I'll let you see. Yeah, because it's almost time. They should have been at school already. Why are they here? I think I see the school bus. I think the little school bus gonna pick them up. Yeah, we're not gonna get to see them. The bell warns the bears that humans are around, because you don't want to have them. You don't want to creep up on the bear cubs. So once you get the bell, it doesn't have to be very loud. They will hear it and they will avoid you. So everybody live in nature. This is a nature place. We come and invade. I just saw 2 school children. They have on the bell mean dinner, the bell mean run. You would think the bus, the children just got on the bus. And you see the guy over there? There's an adult that would come and accompany the children. Hi, gozaimasu. Hi. There's an adult that always accompanies children when they catch their bus and things like that. So, I am back. Samurai sword. Samurai sword heavy buy. Very heavy. And I don't think you can get any authentic one. So I am almost home. Oh, I almost got an hour in. Almost an hour of walking. So thanks for keeping my company. So that is health hack for the glucose level to maintain good or healthy glucose levels and not to spike your insulin. But this is a public bath called the onsen, like a spa. So people come from everywhere to here. We go there, you bathe in these pools of hot water, and then I would do the ice plunge. Hot water first, then the ice plunge after. Ooh la la. The thing is something else. So I will tell you guys about that experience as well. This place is very well known for its hot springs. That means we're sitting on a volcano. All right, I don't see any monkeys this morning. I don't see them at all. Because usually on that walk I just did, I sometimes would see them playing and fighting and everything else. And out my back door, I would see them as well. So spring is very much here. No, I don't. Some parts, higher up in the mountains, I went to one hot spring and they had like this little, hold on. Higher up in the mountain a while ago, I went to this one hot spring, an old one. And that was an outdoor hot spring. Like this one, ours here, is an indoor one, very private, very pretty. You have a stone side and a wood side. But that one was outdoors, these outdoor pools. And the water does have a little smell. But what I found with the water is that it had this like fountain that the water came out and run down a bamboo. And it will go into a cup that's there you can drink. But the cup is rusted, not because of air, it's because of this water that come out. And when you drink the water, it tastes like soup. Honestly, like a mild soup because it got the mineral salts. It wasn't bad tasting, but it was really interesting. I'm like you know, like if you put cube in water, magic cube, that's how it tasted. So there was nothing sulfurous, but I think I'll walk back here to go home. Oh, I'll show you this tree. You ask about fruit trees. This tree here is a chestnut tree. This one with its flowers. And in the winter, we have snow so high. The snow is be as high as that branch. Because I did snow walking, snowshoeing, and I was way on top where the treetop is right there. I was walking at the top there. Yeah, we get that much snow. But this is a chestnut tree. And the bears like to eat chestnut and the monkeys. So this is a place you have to be careful. But there's no chestnut right now. So in late fall, everybody's eating for winter. So all here is Monkey Alley. Oops. Sometimes you would see the monkeys and their babies out by this tree. What the hell happened here? These people crazy. They had a nice Christmas tree. Who the hell cut down a tree? Wow. That's our robot grass cutter right there. It would roam this campus back here and cut the grass. So it works with satellite, so it's not on yet. Wow, I cannot believe these people. Who did this? It was such a beauty. I seen the tree logs over on the side. Me, I'll go and get them for my garden. To make, oh my God, we had this beautiful pine tree here, like a nice Christmas tree. Somebody cut it down for what? Maybe it was disease, I don't know. Because Japanese really don't cut down trees like that. But the monkeys and the babies sometimes would come here and play. Wow. I don't know when they cut that. I gotta find out why. That hurt my heart, man. I love trees, yeah. They make chapstick. Mine I make joke. So this is a hotel. Yeah, my school owns this hotel. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. And I can see the river from here. So from the back of my cottage, I could see this river as well. So I am almost home. I live in one of these. So I'm going to stop here for now. And thank you all for watching. Finding your Michi. I hope you learned something today. Tomorrow I'll be on. I'll try to do 10 days of finding your Michi, purpose and passion, and talk about health and why I walk and some of the hacks that I've learned. So, beards out. Y'all walk good. Share the video, like the video. Do. Thank you. Yeah, one love, bye. Me, you know, at first time I tried, this is the second time I trying this live. So me don't even know how to stop it. I'm gonna just stop. Let's see. They say I can share it. I'm gonna share it